Hello everyone, today we are looking at one of these. Now, I don't know if you checked out last week's video about the Philips MCR phones that I had two of. I found this in exactly the same crate. I actually don't know anything about this. All I know is that it's a Dancall. And actually, I remember, well, actually I don't remember, but according to my list, a friendly guy out in Denmark sent me this quite some time ago. I think he sent it to me like in 2009, 2010 maybe. And that's all I know. So I'm guessing this is actually for the NMT 450 system. I've got a funky little antenna up here, which you can unscrew obviously. And the funny thing about this particular phone, and I'll lift this because this is quite heavy, is that the cord actually goes into the body of the whole box. I've never actually seen any other phone that does that. Got what looks like an RF connector and then a data port connector with some very bent pins by the looks of it. That doesn't look too good. And that's all I know about this phone. I think it's NMT 450. If you know different, obviously let me know, but that's the beauty about this one. So you never need to worry about dangling cords when you're carrying this thing around. So mind you saying that, with the weight of this is probably 3.5, well, 3 kilos maybe, about 3 kilos, well, whatever that is in pounds, 2.2 pounds to the kilo I think it is, so about 6.5 pounds give or take. I've never powered this on. I wouldn't know where to start, to be fair. It's got a whole bunch of funny squiggles. I don't know if you can see that, but what the heck is that? I mean, that I know what that is. The little triangle, actually there's more than one triangle there. That is no service. That's voicemail. That presumably is on. That is maybe in use. What the heck is that? I mean, can anybody please tell me? So there's some really strange symbols on this. I mean, some squares there and two bits of paper, one on top of the other. What is that about? That is mute, I think, because that's a symbol for a microphone. That's kind of send and end call. That's no calls, I guess, and that's secure or lock. Recall, store, clear. Kind of obvious, but the rest, not too sure. But anyway, DCM9200 is what it says on here. Date 1989, 13th week of 1989. To give you some idea how old this thing is. And obviously a couple of volume buttons there. This does come undone. Let me quickly show you guys this actually, because this is pretty neat, I think. Unfortunately, the battery is quite corroded, and the bottom of this is obviously taking quite a bit of punishment if you look at the state of that. But the way this comes undone is pretty neat. There's a little button you press down here, and the whole plastic cover comes off to reveal the battery. And actually what looks like is there's an antenna here as well. That looks like an internal antenna actually. I'm not too sure what the heck that's for. So why would you have an external one? But anyway, so to remove battery, press red lever and lift. Warning, may explode if disposed in fire. Well, if I'm not here next week, you guys know what's happened to me. So I lift that. Oh, you need two hands to do this, don't you? Oh, right, so this is the battery. The contacts are well and truly corroded with green verdigris and rust on there, so obviously this will never take a charge ever again unless you replace the cells. But this is quite weighty. I would say this is about kilo and a half easily, because the phone is actually quite light. So that's what the phone on the inside looks like. So obviously the cable goes right the way around the battery, and when you yank the phone, the handset, that comes undone. There isn't much else I can show you. What the heck is that? Oh, that's interesting. Not too sure what that. Oh, that's one of these clips here. Okay. Let me try and undo this connector. See how many pins this has. There really isn't much I can tell you about this, if I can even get this undone. So if you guys know anything about this phone, drop me a comment, email me. You guys have the usual email address, brickcellphones@gmail.com. But it looks like I can even undo this. This is truly corroded or something. How would you undo that? Well, anyway. So neat little phone. Probably wouldn't get service on this because this weighs an absolute ton. But this is definitely one in the crate where obviously put all the poor condition phones, because like last week the Philips phones, they weren't in a great state. Well, the phones weren't too bad actually. The bags, the encased the phones weren't particular great shape. So but this came out the same crate, same box, same big box, same crate, whatever you want to call it. So yeah. If you got any info on this, give me drop me a comment, give me a thumbs up as always if you like the phone or the video. Really randomness, but yeah, I've searched high and dry. I can't find any info on this. I think they did make tax versions of this as well, but I think this is the NMT version. Given the size of the antenna as well, I would say that's not tax. I would say that's probably NMT, but that looks like a 480 megahertz antenna. So yeah, but anyway, don't forget to share and subscribe if you want to be in a chance with the Nokias, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching.